Hey everybody, hope you all are having a great day. This is Dave Shepard, Code Beats. Hope you, welcome. We're gonna go ahead and get started in about 10 minutes here, right at 2:30. Until then, enjoy some beats. Hey, what's up? Welcome to Code Beats. We're gonna get started in just a few minutes here. So until then, hope y'all enjoy the beats and hope y'all having a great day. Here we go. All right, you guys cannot hear that video, huh? So let's see what we got. Thanks for letting me know. We are gonna try and fix that. Why is that video not coming through to y'all? Let's see what we got here. We got that. And we are just checking the audio here. Yep. Thing is good. Aha. I found it. Let's start that again. See if this works for y'all now.
All right, so let's say you're standing on top
Can
of a
y'all
building
hear that audio
and you throw a ball
right now?
straight down to the ground, all right? If the ball goes 25 meters in 2 seconds, and the speed of the ball is represented by V of t equals 9.8 t plus V naught, what is the initial speed of the ball? Now, it's going to be 30 problems like this on the homework tonight, so y'all pay attention while I walk this one through, okay? Mr. Davis, frankly, I don't think your headphones are required for taking notes. Could you put those away, please?
Well, actually, I'm not taking notes. I'm just on Ableton working on this beat right now, so...
Oh, wow. So we're in your studio. That's where we are right now? For some reason, I thought this was my class.
Look, all due respect, but I already know how to do that problem, so, you know...
Oh, you do?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, look, first of all, you're never in this class. And secondly, you never pay attention either. But somehow you know integral calculus. You can do this?
I mean, I do have a textbook I can read.
So I'm guessing you'd have no problem coming up here and solving this for the whole class, huh?
Look, man, I don't know why you singling me out like this. Gerald over there don't ever be paying attention either.
All right, well, here's the thing. Look, Gerald is here every day, unlike you. And when he's working on other stuff, it's for his other classes. Meanwhile, you just working on BS.
Okay, I'm getting like real hard hater vibes from you right now.
I'm just being real, all right? If you really want to secure your future, you're going to have to do a lot more than just make music, okay?
Okay, so if I go up there and I solve their problem, what you gonna do? Give me no homework?
Yeah, why not? If you can solve it, which I don't think you can.
So what if I do it in a rap? What about that?
Oh, now you just trolling. I love to see that.
You don't think I can do it?
No, I don't.
Put some on it.
If you can rap a solution to this problem, I'll give you no homework for a month.
Bet. Look, we set the problem up, simple to do. V of t is the function, the physical rules that the ball gon' follow when it falls. So we gotta solve for the slow or the hard throw. V naught is the speed that it got initially when you dropped it. Earth rules, so the force of gravity puts an extra 9.8 t in your pocket. Stop, watched it. Naturally, t0 at the top tip. 25 meters down and we stopped it. Since we know that 2 seconds on the clock tick, we got everything that we need far as optics. Integrate speed and we get distance. Left side 25 this instance. Right side just describe how far it went since first drop. I never flop, never miss hence. Do the deed in the next moment. First turn gets the chop coefficient. Half that, then you add 1 to the exponent. I know the power rule cause we took a test on it. Go ahead and plug up all the numbers for your t's. Never multiply before you square parentheses. Zeros in the right bracket so you know it's easy. Only thing we got left is solving for the V. 19.6, take it out of 25, gives you 5.4 equals 2V. 9, then divide by 2, and it's 2.7. That's the speed of the ball, and it's meters per second. How'd I do? Was that close?
That is correct.
Are you sure?
Yes, congratulations.
I appreciate it. Hey, look, I'm gonna just go ahead and take off. I'm kind of hungry right now. I'm gonna see y'all on test day.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Hey.
All right, hope y'all are doing great. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes here. Until then, enjoy the beats.
Good afternoon, everyone. We have a test today. And look, we got everybody here. Look at that. You know, the people who do poorly in this class are always the ones who only show up on test days. I'm talking to y'all in the back that I haven't seen since the beginning of the semester. Yeah.
You can't just assume that, though.
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but you can't generalize an entire group of students in an astronomy class where it says attendance isn't mandatory on the syllabus.
Oh, really? This is literally the first time I've ever seen you in person in this class. What is your name?
Franklin.
And you think you can succeed in this class by only showing up on test days?
I'm just saying you can't assume I got a low GPA just because I don't go to classes I ain't got to go to. Maybe I got better things to do than come to this class. Maybe I got a job.
Do you have a job?
I make music.
Oh, so you're like a rapper or something?
Yeah.
How's that going for you?
I'm coming up smooth.
Oh, of course you are.
Well, if you just gonna knock my hustle, you a hater of me, and my haters are my motivators.
I just think an actual college degree should be more important to you.
I mean, you don't know my life, though.
Okay, look, if you're so talented, how about this? Come up with a rap about the solar system, and I'll let you skip the test and just get 100. How about that? That's what I thought.
All right.
8 whole planets talking big glows, spanning million miles, now dimensions first of these. Look at Mercury. It gets hot enough to melt the metal at just over 621 degrees from outer surface. 2. Next up, got the twin planet Venus, even hotter in the atmosphere, thick like Serena is. 3. We know us, liquid water pour up, Goldilocks zone, but the woman gotta slow up. 4. Mars got some polar ice caps, used to have some water on it, could have been some life there. Sent a few rovers over, got a little sight there. Left Matt Damon on it, homie, that's a nightmare. Take it to the gas giant, Jupiter the big one, 180 moons in the planetary system. Saturn got the rings and Uranus spinning sideways. Wrap it up with Neptune, Pluto hit the highway. Appreciate the 100, bro. 100, bro. 100.
Wait, so he just gets to leave? Wait, I wasn't really being serious.
I'ma see you next month, alright? You mean to tell me you can make a...
All right, hope y'all are having a great day. Welcome to week 5 of Code Beats.
African Americans and racism in recent years.
I never bet my DNA. This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the maker emeritus. Tell me something, you motherfuckers can't tell me nothing.
All right, today we're going to be talking about repetitions. You're going to be learning a very powerful concept that is going to enable you to write less code but more beat. You're going to be able to write more beats, more faster, and more better. We're going to have coding with Doug, another special edition. We're going to be writing beats on TunePad, and we're going to be hanging out with y'all for the next 45 minutes, making sure that y'all know exactly what to do in order to create some fat beats. Week 5 of Code Beats. Hang on. Y'all need to pay attention so that you can make your own beats at the end of the semester. Remember, we're going to have a competition at the end of the semester to see who can make the best beats. So pay attention. This week is important. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Hope y'all are doing great. Again, just a quick reminder. We're going to be watching here on YouTube Live. I think y'all got this part down by now. YouTube Live is what we watch on, but can you chat? Can you chat? Again, over here to the right of your screen, if you're logged in to YouTube Live, you can go ahead and chat. Let's see how much chatting y'all can get going on right now. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know that you know how to chat. If you don't know how to chat, this is a good time to try it out. Let me know what you're thinking. Whether you're going to eat ice cream today or not. Whether you walked your dog today or not. Just what's going on. Let me know in the chat. Who's got the better teacher? All right, we're getting a few chats in there, but I want to make sure y'all need to learn how to chat. If you do not know how to chat, make it happen. You need that. That's part of this class, all right? Let's see if we can get a few more people right up there in the chat. Hit me up. Say what's up. Say anything. You could say dog. You could say cat. You can say bow wow. I don't care. Just say something in that chat. Right now. Hit it up. Hit it up. Hit it up. Hit it up. All right. We're getting a few in there. Looks like y'all are getting it. Yes, there we go. There we go. All right. Y'all got it. Now, next up, this is trickier. And this is something that y'all honestly aren't too good at. And I don't know why. Y'all are kids. You need to, I mean, you aren't kids, but you're young adults and you need to figure out how to log on to Menti. Come on, y'all. Figure out how to log on to Menti. Right there at the top of the screen, Menti.com. Open it up in a new tab. Menti.com. Put in that code. I want to see lots and lots of icon hits down here. Once you log into Menti, you can hit these icons. Hit a heart, cat, thumbs up, thumbs down, question mark. Menti.com. I refuse to move on until we get at least 10 icon hits right here. Y'all need to figure this out. It's week 5. It's time to figure out how to use Menti. Y'all are part of the computer generation. Y'all need to figure this out. We need 10 people to log on to Menti. Right now, there is close to 30 of you in the chat. Go ahead and hit it up. Let us know in the chat if you have any questions on how to do it, but you just go to Menti.com in another tab. Remember, this is a tab. This is the tab. We're up to 5 icon pushes, but you know what? I need 10. We're up to 6. We're up to 7. We're up to 7. You can only push one icon at a time, so you know. We need 10 to move forward. Come on, y'all, I can do it. Tell your friends. This is how you do it. The code is at the top of the screen. It is 1464662. 1464662. 567. What we got? Yeah, we still got 7. Come on, y'all. We need. Whoop. Did we just go over? We got 8. We're getting so close. I'm so proud of y'all. Can't we get 10 people logged in to Menti.com? I think we can do it today. Today's gonna be a big day. We got 5. We got 8. We got 9. Getting close. I think we just got 10. Yes, we got 10. Ding, 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 ding. Way to go, guys and gals. Y'all are getting there. I really like it. Now we're going to head on over to the complete that rap lyric session. If you, this rap lyric starts off, if you don't know, how does it finish? You should study harder. Now you know. Pay attention in class. 99 problems. Or it's like a jungle sometimes. Hit me up. This is just a little hint. This is Biggie Smalls. The lyric starts out, if you don't know, and it finishes, you should study harder. He was a big advocate of studying. It finishes, now you know. It finishes, pay attention in class. Again, he was all about some school. It finishes, 99 problems. Or it finishes, like a jungle sometimes. What do y'all think? And it turns out a lot of y'all are right, which is pretty good because this is the older rapper. It's if you don't know, now you know, from that classic song Juicy. Here is an excerpt from Juicy, that verse that ends up with that famous lyric. Let's give it a quick listen.
Baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Slipping on private stock way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know.
All right, and hopefully y'all heard that very, very famous lyric, Biggie Smalls. Something that you should definitely know, from my generation at least. Now, I want to hear a little bit from your generation. What is the best rap line that you know? Go ahead and share it right there in Menti. What is the best rap line that you know? Share it right here. This is the best one-line rap line that you know, that you've ever heard in your life. Let me know what it is, and share it right here in Menti. Harder on Ice, that's a good one. Not heard that one yet, but I will check it out. What else y'all got? Best line might be by Miss Cardi B, but what is that line? It was all a dream. Excellent. Yep, that's a good one. Yep, that's an excellent one as well, from the song that we just got finished listening to, but a very good lyric. Anybody else got a famous or favorite rap lyric that you like best out of all the songs? Excellent. Get back up again too. That's good sentiment. All right, and the thing I want, as y'all are getting them out here, the thing I want y'all to think about is we are learning about how to code these beats, but another very important part of rap songs is they are poems, all right? They're basically poems that, you know, people are saying in a certain way, but they are basically poems. People using their words to tell a story, to tell us how they're feeling, and some of them are basically masterpieces. So just something to keep in mind as we're going through here in class. All right. Today we're going to be learning a very important concept, all right? I need y'all to pay really close attention to today's Coding with Doug. We're learning repetitions. Again, this is a really important concept. You got to get this right if you want to get your beats tight. Let's go ahead, Coding with Doug.
Hello everybody, welcome to Code with Doug at Code Bits. So today we are going to learn a new concept in computer programming. But first, let's see this drum sequence that I have prepared for us today. So it's a simple sequence with hi-hat, snare, and kick, where we are playing a hi-hat for 4 times during 0.25 beats, snare for 2 times for 0.25, and kick for 1 time for 0.5. And here I have the same sequence as here. So I'm repeating this sequence. Let's see how it is. Okay, but we are using the same command here 4 times, the same command here 2 times, and this group of commands, the same group here 2 times. So we are repeating the same command more than 1 time. We can, in computer programming, improve this way. We can just repeat the same command using a resource called repetition. So here at TunePad, we can use a command called for. And we have to use a variable to control the number of repetitions that a group of command or one command will be executed. So for example, I can use the variable I for index and ask TunePad to execute a command or a group of command in a range, a numerical range from 0, that will be the first time, to the number of times that I would like to have this command executed. So for example, here for the hi-hat, we have 4 times. So we can ask to execute for 4 times and close the parentheses, put here 2 points and enter. So did you note that now I have the 4 here at the first column, and when I press enter, it comes here almost in the same alignment of I. It is called indentation. So the command that will be executed 4 times, it has to come here. Play note. I will just copy here hi-hat for 0.25 bits. And here, these 2 lines here have the same meaning of these 4 lines. So I just have to delete it here. And the same here for snare. I can just create for I in range 0 to 2 and press enter. And here I will just put here my play note and I can delete this one. So for this first 4 here, I will just execute the hi-hat for 4 times. Okay, but we have from 0 to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is 5 times, but for 5. But for TunePad, it will be only executed until the number 4, but not the 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Don't worry with the syntax, because usually you will receive the activity with an example of the syntax. And as always, you can check in the reference for TunePad. So here we have 4 times this command and 2 times this command. And this command here for kick, it is not part of any of our 4s here, because it's in the same alignment of the 4. It is not here aligned or with the indentation of the letter I or the variable I here. And as I told before, we have this that is the same instrument as this one, but now we have here from the line 13 to 21, and here for the line 5 to 11 only. We can ask to repeat it too, so I will just delete here, and I can ask here TunePad to repeat for 2 times, for example 4, but I have to use another variable, another letter. So let's use J here. I, J in alphabet alphabetic order. So for J, in range from 0 to 2, and 2 points here, press enter. Now the TunePad told me, okay, you have a bad input here because we are not using the indentation. So we can just here use the tab to adjust it here. Don't forget to adjust for these four here, the same here and here. And if we do not use here, we do not adjust the indentation here, it will not be repeated. It is not part of this for. So we have to adjust too. And here we can just remove this line to be better to understand. And now we have the same sequence, but with a better code now. So basically, the repetition can be used to repeat more than one time a command or a group of commands. So how we know which commands are in this repetition? Because of the indentation. So here for these first four, we have all of these lines here from 6 to 12. These lines here are part of these four here. And this line only is part of these four because of the indentation. And this line here is part of this third four here because of the indentation. And in the beginning, it is a little bit confusing, but when you start to use the four, it will be easier to do than to repeat and repeat commands. And it's better to maintain our code. So I hope you are enjoying coding with Doug and Code Beats, and see you in the next class. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Doug. Now today he's told us about a really important concept, and it is called repetition. So what the heck are we talking about? Repetition. Let's go over that again because that is important but somewhat tricky. Repetition in computer programming. It is just the idea that we're going to repeat a command a certain number of times. One thing we can do is we can repeat one command over and over again, like play the same note over and over again, or we can repeat a group of commands, like let's say these 5 commands, do them over and over again. We control how many times they happen, like they can happen 5 times or 2 times or 10 times or whatever. And this is a concept that is key to computer programming, and it's actually super key to making really cool beats. All right, because when you're going to make, let's say, a trap beat, they have really fast hi-hats. If you are just coding those out one by one by one, you're going to be there all day. But if you're using for loops, repetition, it's going to be easy. All right, so let's talk about how to do this in TunePad. TunePad, we're going to use the for I in range 0 to x, and that is going to let us repeat things however many times we want. Between this one would be, it would repeat things x times. Let's say that x was a 4, it would repeat things 4 times. X, as I just mentioned, is the number of repetitions, and this allows us to write a lot less code. So this allows us to be lazy in a good way. All right, so let's take a look at what that looks like real quick. For instance, let's say I got this beat. Let's just hear it out right now. Can y'all hear something that's happening a lot of times right there? You hear that hi-hat. All right, listen to that hi-hat. There's a lot of repetition in that hi-hat. I would really hate to write that out over and over again. So here's what I did instead. I used 2 for loops. These for loops play this note over and over again at speed beat equals 0.25, okay? So this for loop, which plays these 2 things 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After that's done, I go for j in range 0 to times, where times is 12. So I'm going to play this 12 times, and I'm going to play the note where beat equals 1 over times, which is times equals 12. Okay, so that is how I'm getting all these super fast notes down here. To make this faster, I could make this number even higher. To make it slower, I could make this number lower. Let's just look at just this part. I'm going to play just this part so you can see how it's working. See how it's... All right, and that is the same. Let me show you. Again, this is playing this 6 times. So that's the same. I'm going to change the code to something that is exactly the same. I could, instead of using that for loop, I could actually just, let me do this, bring these guys back down. All right, so I've taken them out of the loop, and you'll notice, hey, it doesn't repeat over and over again. I would actually have to do this, copy and paste it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the same as what I've done before, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, I actually did it one too many times. And you can see this is a lot more annoying to write than that earlier thing, but it sounds exactly the same. Again, play. All right, so what we're doing here is we're using for loops to write less code, and we're doing like for I in range 0 to 12 times, you know, play this beat, things like that. That's what you're going to need to know how to do today. All right, a couple other points I want to mention is that you can play a set of commands there. You can use that range to tell it how many times to repeat, and you can also change the number of beats and rests in that thing. So what are we going to be doing today? We're going to be doing a challenge using for loops, okay? We're going to open this track right here. Let me copy and open it. And you're going to open the instructions and change value of certain variables. So here we go. Here is the drum track. I want you to hear it right now. Pretty hot drum track. Only the drums right there. And what you can do with this is we have values for loop 1. So for I in range loop 1, we're going to play this note over and over again as many times as you put loop 1. Loop 1 right now is 4, and you can see it's going to play it 4 times. That's what you see right here. What I want you to do in this exercise is I want you to change these values and see how it changes up here and see how it sounds different, okay? So we're going to be changing these values, or you can change them directly here in the code and just go crazy and see how you can make your hi-hat sound super awesome. It's going to sound like this when you get it. Okay, but you're going to make it sound even awesomer. That's what we are going to go to do today. And I want y'all to go ahead and get started on that right now. We're going to come back in just about 10 minutes. Well, a little bit more than 10 minutes. And we are going to then have a quiz on some of the concepts today, Kahoot style, to make sure that y'all know exactly what's going down. Now, one thing I want to mention, for those of you that do this assignment and turn them in, remember you're automatically entered for that raffle for a fat pair of headphones at the end of the semester. And if we get about 25 out of the 30 of you in this class to submit an assignment on any one given day, I will go ahead and make a rap song for the next class, okay? I don't really want to do that, but if we get 25 assignments turned in from all the people in the class, basically, or most of the people in the class, then I will go ahead and do that. So please turn those in when you're done. Right now, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to give you about 12 minutes today to work on this, maybe 11, and go ahead and get started. Oops. Remember, if you have any questions, hit us up in the chat. We are here to help. But you have 10 minutes to get this done. Hit us up in the chat if you have any questions. Remember, for those of you that are confused about what to do now, click on that link in the chat and start making that hi-hat do funky things. We are clicking on the beat, code beats 4. We are changing the values of those hi-hats so that we have really nice beat playing in TunePad. Be using repetitions or loops. Make sure you're using repetitions or for loops that are there instead of writing out that command over and over again. There's a question. After I hit remix TunePad, what do I do? Now you're gonna go to those variables. Show you on the screen. But you just go to those variables, loop 1, loop 2, loop 3, loop 8, and you can change those values and see how it changes that one track, okay? Just change the values, see how it changes the track. That's what we're exploring today, how to use these loops, and we're doing that by just changing the values of loop 1, 2, 3, 4 and seeing what changes up here. For those of you that are out there coding, you got about 6 minutes left, and make sure you have a good understanding of how to use that for loop and how to do repetition. This is this very, very important concept. Alter just means to change. You can go ahead and change the code, change the values of those variables. The loop change like 12 to 10 or 1, 2. Right, and we're down to about 4 minutes for those of y'all working on that activity. Go ahead and start wrapping it up. And remember, if you submit, if 25 or so of you submit that, I will create a rap song for you, and you can laugh at me. All right, y'all, we got about 3 minutes left to start wrapping it up and getting those submissions in. Right, and if you are done and have submitted excellent work, we're going to be coming back in about a minute and a half, y'all. Wrap it up. Remember, you're never really done with. Always want to go back to your creation, tweak it a little. Excuse me, tweak it a little bit. You can always make music better. Always change it some. So if you think you're done, go back or create a new creation and start learning how to use loops in different ways. We got about 1 minute left. I encourage y'all to wrap it up. We're going to get started in just a minute. Just about 30 seconds. Get those submissions in. All right, and we are done. Done.
Oh, yeah!
All right. So hopefully y'all had a chance to get those in. We are done with that assignment. However, I want to give you a quick overview of what you might have done. And for those of you that were confused on that assignment, let me show you how that assignment was going to work. For instance, we had these for loops that interact with these variables. Let's look just at loop 1, which is equal to 4. And here you can see loop 1 is used here and loop 1 is used here. Who can tell me how many times this loop is going to run? This loop right here, how many times is this loop going to run? Hit me up in the chat. How many times do you think this loop that I have highlighted is going to run? Who can tell me? Who can tell me how many times of this loop, which is also known as loop 1, how many times is it going to run? Let me know in the chat what you think. Looking at the code, you can deduce this. For those of you that have successfully submitted this assignment, in fact, I think you probably know. Let me know how many times do you think this particular loop would run if I hit play. Would it run 100 times? Ooh, looks like y'all are getting it. Excellent answers. Thank you so much. This, in fact, would run 4 times, and that's because loop 1 is equal to 4. So 4, I in range, 0 to 4, do this 4 times. So this is going to happen 4 times. And it's going to, beat is going to be equal to 1 over 4, which is 0.25. Now, what if I were to change this to that? How many times is that loop going to run now? Who can tell me how many times is that loop going to run now? Who can guess? How many times is loop 1 going to run right now that I've updated the code slightly? Who can tell me? I know somebody out there knows. Seems like y'all are a little confused on repetitions. Come on. I know y'all are smarter than that. You can get it. How many times is that loop going to run now that I have changed something? I think you saw what I changed. Take a guess. It doesn't matter if it's wrong. I'm going to tell you the answer right after this. We have at least one person that definitely understands loops, which is excellent. Way to go. All right, for the rest of y'all, all I'm doing is changing this. It's going to run only 8 times, and it's going to run from 0 to 8, okay? Loop 1 is equal to 8. The same as writing it like this, okay? For range 0 to 8, which is going to run 8 times, and it's going to do this below. All right, so that's just a little additional insight into this I wanted to give y'all, since some of y'all had just completed that. And now we're going to head on to that part of the class that is a lot like a Kahoot. It is quiz time. Go ahead and get yourself logged in there to Minty. We're going to have 4 questions for y'all. It's going to test your knowledge and skill of repetitions. Now, I'm going to turn that music down just a little. I want y'all to know repetitions are super important. So I want you to take this quiz regardless of whether you are trying to win or not. What this quiz will let you know is, hey, how much of repetitions do I understand? Do I need to like maybe read a little bit about this or not? Or do I totally have it? Because repetitions is key to making fat beats, okay? You gotta understand repetitions if you're gonna make the best beats. So get in there, log into Minty, code 1464662. Here we go. Question number 1 of 4. Right now. Answer quickly to get more points. The first question. Which command can be used to repeat an instruction for 4 times in TunePad? Is it for I in range 0 to 4? Is it for 1 to 4? Is it for J in range 0 to 4? Is it repeat in range 0 to 4? Is it repetition? What's that? Which command can be used to repeat an instruction for 4 times in TunePad? Let me know what you think. Let's see who can get this right. It looks like some of y'all definitely got this right. In fact, there were 2 right answers here. For I in range 0 to 4 or for J in range 0 to 4. Either of these would work. And there you go. Let's see who's ahead. This song is not a hip-hop song, just so you know. This is our game show song. Dr. Centipede is in the lead. Way to go, Dr. Centipede. Let's see what's up. Question 2 of 4. Remember, the faster you answer, the more points you get. How do we know the commands that are part of repetition in TunePad? How do we know the commands that are part of repetition in TunePad? How can we tell what's going to be repeated? Is it aleatory? Can we check the indentation? Do we not know at all? Or does it depend on parentheses? How do we know the commands that are part of a repetition? Indentation, we don't know, or parentheses. Now, normally in many programming languages, parentheses are what tells us this answer. However, in this programming language, indentation, which is the number of spaces to the side of the word, that actually tells us whether things are part of the repetition or not. Let's see who got that right. Lots of good answers here. Way to go. That was a tricky one, I must admit. Didn't trick Dr. Centipede, though. Next up, question 3 of 4. Which value of a beats parameter must be used to have 4 beats using a repetition with range 0 to 16? So if you're going to do something 16 times, how big should it be in order to add up to 4 beats? Remember, music is math. Music is math. If you're going to do something 16 times, how big should it be? How long should it be to add up to 4 beats total? 4 times what equals 4? All right, there you go. Some of y'all are getting this. We're doing a lot of fractions and stuff. 4, if we're going to do something 16 times, it has to be 0.25 of a beat long. 16 times 0.25 equals 4 total beats. Excellent. That was a hard one. I'm very impressed that some people got that right. That was not easy. Way to go. Remember, music is math. You gotta know, you don't have to be into calculus or anything, but music is fractional math, okay? Question 4 of 4. Answer fast to get more points. When is it recommended to use repetition in TunePad? Why or when would you ever want to use it? When you were lazy. When the teacher asked me to. When I want to finish the activity faster. Or when I have commands that are repeated. When is it recommended to use repetition in TunePad? Why would you ever want to know these commands exist? Because you're lazy? Because the teacher asked you to? Because you want to finish faster? Or because you have repeated commands? Lots of good answers here, and the best answer here is when I have commands that are repeated. However, I'm going to give you credit. If you said when you're lazy, in a way, that is the correct answer. We didn't give you official credit on this quiz, but when you're lazy, it's easier to write things with the for loop than it is to write the command over and over again. So in a way, you are right. Let's see who got the best answer most quickly. And it looks like today Dr. Centipede is our winner. Way to go, Dr. Centipede, followed by Jamie and Vanaya. Way to go, guys and gals. Y'all did an excellent job today. I'm very happy with what I saw and heard today. Great work on Menti, and great work just being active on the chat and hanging out with us today. Now, that is the official end of Code Beats for today. We're going to stick around for questions, but this has been week 5 of Code Beats. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. See ya.
This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the Mecca emeritus. Tell me something, you motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I'd rather die than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation, your DNA an abomination. This hour, this where you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, Godfather goes, only Lord knows. I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi, freaking through the cameras, eat it for $4, Brock wearing sandals, yoga on a Monday, stretching to the van, watching all the snakes.
See you, Mr. Barnes. See you, Mr. Beckford. See y'all.
Look up in the sky, tennis on the way, tennis on the way, tennis on the way. Motherfucker, I got winners on the way. You ain't without a buddy on your belt. You ain't without a ticket on your
See you, Leslie.
You ain't sick enough to pull it on yourself. You ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate. Tell me when destruction gonna be my
See you, Jada.
Gonna be a fate. Peace to the world, let it rotate. Sex, money, murder,
All right, again, great job to y'all today. I'm going to stick around for half a second in order to answer any questions, but I got to run quickly today. So if you got any questions, put them in Menti ASAP. Otherwise, we're going to be ending this stream And it looks like y'all are really on top of it today. No questions. Great job in class today. Keep it up. Make beats on your own. I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. See you later.